guys, what's up? It's Kaylee here. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be telling you a storytime video, and it's about how I got an electronic baby in high school. You've probably seen a lot of shows about this. I know that there was a show about having to take care of an egg, which I would have loved because that would have been so much easier. But unfortunately, in my high school, we had a set of 2 electronic babies that were literally like the size of a baby, had the same kind of problems as a baby, would scream like a baby at any time of the hour, and you'd have to feed it, do all these things to it, like change it, cuddle it, burp it, you know, like an actual baby. They tried to make it as realistic as possible. So we had 2 of these babies in our family management class. And my friends and I picked that class over woodshop or like sewing or something, because we knew that we'd just be sitting and like listening to lectures, and we could like chat, and it seemed at the time like the easiest class to take and the easiest way to just socialize. So we were wrong. No, we were kind of right. It was pretty easy except for this project, luckily, because I ended up passing the entire course. But I'm pretty sure I failed this portion of the family management course. So this story is basically, I got this baby for my week in school, and I think I was in grade 10 or 9. I think I was 16 years old, and I think the purpose of this class is to show people that taking care of babies is a huge responsibility that shouldn't be taken lightly, especially nowadays with, you know, 16 and pregnant and things like that. So I think that it was overall a really good example of how hard it is to take care of a kid. I received the baby, and we had to take these babies to all of our classes. It would scream, it would cry, and we'd have to like stop our studies to go take care of it. Like, it was the biggest, most cumbersome and humiliating for me experience in high school. And it was horrible, and I'd have to take it to every single class, have the teacher sign that I took it to the class, all this other stuff. It was like super intense. So I got this baby, and on the first day I followed the instructions. Like, I went to every teacher and I followed all the instructions, because there was a computer inside the baby that would record, like, well, not a computer, but like some kind of device inside the baby that could be USB'd into a computer and would give you a grade on how well you took care of this baby. So on the first day, I decided that I didn't want to take the bus home, and I had to take the bus home because my parents had split up, and I lived with a parent that had moved away from my original home, which was in that high school's catchment district. So that means I lived at least an hour and a half walk away from the school. So I had options A, which was take the bus with this baby screaming and people staring at me, and it was super weird because this baby is not real, but it screams and you can't turn it off, and people get confused with that, because I'd just be like, why is your toy screaming? Like, why can't you just shut this off? So I knew that I also really cared what people thought of me, because I was a child, and yeah, I wanted to fit in and be accepted, so that freaked me out. I did not want to take this kid on the bus, and I knew that if I walked, I'd have to like walk it, and it was super heavy. It was like 10 pounds like an actual kid, and I couldn't just throw it in my backpack or it would scream and like all this other stuff. So I had that option, and then I decided to go with walking. So I started walking, and I got to about the mall area, past my high school, towards my way home, and that mall had a grocery store inside the mall, and like kind of like outside the mall you'd go in, and outside of it a lot of cabs would wait for like old ladies that needed rides home with their groceries, kind of thing. And I saw that there was a cab just waiting there, and I thought, you know, I have $20, and it was like, I didn't get an allowance, like $20 was a lot to me, but I thought, you know what, it's worth it. I'm just in this situation where I have to get home, and I was pretty much panicking. So I get in the cab, we start driving, and by the time we get about like 3/4 of the way home, it's at, like, the meter's at like $18, so I knew that I wasn't going to be able to make it the entire way, but I thought if I confessed to him, maybe he would pity me and drive me the entire way home, but that was not the case. I told him, hey, you know, sorry about my voice, hey, you know, I only have $20. Is it possible that I could, you know, get all the way home? And he said no, and he kicked me out of the cab with this baby, and I had to walk the rest of the way home. And I was tired and sweaty and panicking, and it was pretty much a really, really bad day for me. And I got home and I tried to take care of this kid again, but it was just like the project from hell for me. And at this point, I'd lost all my money. I had, you know, been humiliated, you know, panicked. I was at my wit's end, and I think that that's a good example of what it's like actually having a kid. But at the time, when I was young and dumb, I was done with this kid, right? So what I did was I took a towel and I wrapped the baby in the towel, and I just put it underneath the bed in like one of the cupboards so I wouldn't have to hear it, because it would scream like just in the middle of the night like a normal baby would, right? And freak out, and I was just completely done with this. So I didn't bring it to the classes anymore. I just literally waited out the week and brought it in, and I don't even know what kind of grade I got on it, because we didn't get like a sheet back to say like what we had got on that project, but I passed the entire class. Like, I tried really hard on all the rest of the stuff. So I ended up passing the class, and I learned a valuable lesson that I do not want to have to deal with children. So I think that was a really good learning experience for me, and how I do not want to have any kids in the future. So I hope you liked my storytime video. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for me to me for more. And I will see you later. Bye!